Welcome back, everybody, to Thronebreaker playthrough. We are now still just at the beginning of Act 2, so we are going to continue off into Aedirn and see what awaits us here as we get right into this puzzle battle here with some angry-looking ghouls. Exotic Zarkanian tapestries. Eliminate all foes. Psycho Rich, bye, Kappa. Gotta go. The goodbye was fitting. Take care, Ojets. Alright, special rules. Eliminate all foes. So what's the trick here? No leader. Only one card in Scorch. Top unit from the graveyard. The graveyard is... They're all three. They're all just these 3-strength Giso footmen. The Algol consumes a unit to the right and boosts self by an additional 3 power. So every time the timer ticks down, it goes up by 6, 6, and 6. Every turn, summon an Ecker on this road to the deck. Okay, so we have to deal with these and wait for these to line up. So if this, every 2 turns, it consumes the top card. So it goes 7, 10, 13, 16, 19. This is going to go 17 and then 23. Alright, we gotta see what these cards do. Deal damage to a unit by 2, and if it was destroyed, repeat this ability. So if this thing's gonna hit 21 and this thing hits 23, I just need to damage this once by 2 after it eats once and scorch it, right? Well, no, because it'll take a long time for this thing to get to 21. Well, I'm just going to approach this, hit the ghoul once or twice.
Gonna need,
but I also need to kill the Nectar, right?
Tub full of pegs. Don't you worry yourself in break. We'll get her done in no time.
So this is going to go to 13 next.
Pissing in the moat? God, it's dead.
Oh, there's armor on this thing. Yeah, and I can't kill this, right? So...
It's gonna be a right good levy. Big and beautiful.
Oh, okay. So, we gotta try this one again. Alright, alright. So there's armor on the grave. So a couple of things that we just need to take closer attention to. There's armor on the grave hag, so you can't actually... It's not worth one of your turns to try to knock the armor off. If anything, you just want to slow down, like, you just want to slow down how much this grows, right?
It's gonna be a right good levy. Big and beautiful. Stop your yapping and start digging.
Yeah, and then we bomb this one. This one eats. Wait, no, then this goes up to 17. No, we bomb this one, and then hit this one, and then we score.
Gonna need 3 buckets of nails and a tub full of pegs.
With the armor throws me off, right? The armor threw me off. I didn't know if I had to ping the ghoul ever, but I did. But at the end, good puzzle. Aedirn has been betrayed. Our force is taken by surprise. Godzimir. Not good. A lot of monsters around here. Ah, golden chests. Finally, a new border for me, maybe? Some new premiums? Could it be? Hey, it's Black Rayla. You know the, you see the border thing here on Black Rayla? Or anything with armor, really, but Black Rayla specifically. This little banner that hangs down that has the armor on it. This would be a good tool to put, like, other important information here. Like, at first I thought this would be a really great idea to have provision costs shown, so this wouldn't be here. I still feel like this might be, I mean, it looks fine. It looks fine, it gets the point across. But I feel like making this a symbol that's less, like, I mean, this might not be the final graphic for it. It might be, but I feel like it just looks like a shopping bag, and I don't know if I like it that much. But I do like the application of stuff on this little banner here that falls down. Maybe not too much, because then we have the art problem that people didn't like before. But, like, maybe just a bit more here. And having information on this side of the card, like, this is fine to have the information. I'm not crazy about the actual frame for that number. I never really have been. Let's talk to our friends here because we haven't done this yet. It's good to know what's going on.
Yes, Your Grace?
I cannot forgive myself one thing. That I failed to see through Caldwell's schemes.
You can do all the story in here, so if you don't want to read any of this mess tent stuff, it probably will take about 10 minutes.
He must have plotted treason for months, years even. Yet I suspected nothing.
Don't be too hard on yourself, Your Grace.
Easily said. Ugh, if I'd only realized it in time.
Nilfgaard would have found a different traitor, or sent an assassin north.
It just means how many copies I have, Psycho Wrench. That's what that ×1 was.
It was unavoidable what happened. The Blackclads would have attacked in any case, and we'd have stood no chance to defeat the foe in open battle, repel him, drive him out.
So, had you been there when the peers assembled, you also would have voted to bend the knee?
No. My honor would never have allowed it. I'd have thrown myself into the fire, and probably died a fool for it. As matters stand, I still have a chance to thwart the invader, his intentions. It seems, in a twisted turn of fate, I should be grateful to Caldwell.
How has it come to this? I, Queen Meve of Lyria and Rivia, must prowl about the underbrush like a common bandit.
I did, the gentleman, I did. Because I was doing mean things and it cost me. I didn't realize it would cost me that many party members so early, but maybe I can get different party members with different choices later on. But I'm going to be playing it anyway.
And you, General Reynard Odo, once proud commander of 4 elite regiments of footmen, now lead a gang of deserters, bandits, and scythe-wielding peasants.
I do so proudly, Your Grace.
You must be joking, Reynard.
Your Majesty, under your husband I served 10 years, under you another 8. And never in that time did I fight for a more worthy cause. We seek not to grab land, or stifle a peasant revolt. We fight for all the North, for our freedom, that of others. And you alone didn't give up. Didn't even consider bending the knee before Nilfgaard.
Yes, all true. Yet look where it's brought me.
Your struggle has but begun, Your Grace, and I will do all in my power to see you triumph in the end.
It's time I attended to other matters. So, Gascon, the soldier's life, does it suit you?
About the same as the bandit's life did.
I beg your pardon?
The tents are cold, the food's shite. On the plus side, plenty to drink, most days. A skirmish here, a scuffle there, Nilfgaardians one day, elves the next, and whoever we rout, we rob of what they've got.
Requisition, you mean? Fully in accordance with the laws of war.
Oh, please. Save your excuses for your father confessor.
The Duke of Dogs. Whence the name?
Not certain I should tell you. It's a personal story somewhat.
I insist.
So, thing is, I'm a werewolf of sorts.
This isn't true, right? So I had the muted mic. This isn't true, right?
Did I hear werewolf?
Of sorts. You see, when the full moon glows in the night sky, I transform into a creature that's half man, half dachshund. And then all the other hounds of the night hearken to my command.
Oh, forget I asked.
With pleasure.
I can't stop wondering. How did your strays break into the tower in Lyria?
They exploited its chief weakness.
What weakness is that? I oversaw its construction myself. Walls 5 feet thick, bars and grates of the sturdiest iron.
They just walked right in, right? They just walked right in.
All tremendous, I'm sure. But how much do you pay the guards?
What? I don't know. The garrison's commander is in charge of that.
Let me tell you then. Not much, Meave. Not much at all. From atop a throne, it's hard to spot the little things. Example, a guard hard up for coin, or one with ambition.
What's up, Broke Digit? How's it going?
But seeing that's second nature to even the most
Daft Pope,
ordinary man.
how are you?
Take any castle door.
CT Linen.
To open it, to open
Banterino,
all,
how are
one
ya?
needs but
Thanks
a
for stopping
pouch
by and
of
watching
gold.
Thronebreaker. Justin BB7, if I didn't say hi. Hi. Thanks everybody for stopping by.
It's time I attended to other matters. Farewell.
I like how Reynard and Gascon are always playing cards. That's good.
How fare you, Rayla? The quartermaster, did he assign you a tent?
He tried.
Oh, and
I refused it. Best to sleep beneath the stars. Little chance of a foe catching you off guard.
I'm still here, guys. Enjoy the story. I'll be here, and I'll still be clicking through this. I just have to mute my mic for 1 second.
rain accepted, perhaps.
I'm not made of sugar, ma'am. I'm not gonna melt.
One sees very few women in the ranks, let alone in the special forces. How did you come to join?
On merit. Proved I'd be of use.
Yes, well, naturally. But how exactly?
I was 15 when I went to enlist, but the sergeant in charge of signing folk up told me to scurry on home. So I proposed a wager, arm wrestling. If I won, he'd let me join. If I lost, I'd pay him 100 crowns.
And that kind of coin? You had it?
No, so I had to win. As we sat down at the table across from each other, he laughed and rolled up his sleeve. When it was over, all around us were laughing at him. Then I just followed orders. Did so well enough to draw the king's attention.
I must go. We'll speak later.
We shall speak later. All right, cool. 9 chests in this map.
Milady, they're an Aedirn in our ranks. Man calling himself that ran up quite the tab last night, then
Aedirn.
disappeared with nary a trace.
Aedirn. All right, cool. Let's get back into this map. So where are we at here? Where are we at? We are moving on across this bridge to this place here. looks like that's all of it. I'll scout when I get across.
Your Grace,
the bridge.
Meave heard Reynard call out from behind her.
A scout's returned. Claims to bear an urgent message.
The Queen halted her horse and waited for the soldier to reach her. He abandoned all formalities and jumped straight to the point.
Oop. I mean, yeah, get him.
Indeed. An opportunity
not,
we cannot
right?
ignore.
The Queen said.
Seems like
Your unit will block their path. Gascon and his men will hide in the woods and strike their flanks, while I shut the trap, attacking from behind.
Their plan established, Meave gave the signal to move out. A brief moment later, the fight began.
it seems like Nilfgaardians are the ones you can kill with the most impunity morally. So I feel like letting them pass only makes things harder later. Expose the trap. Upon realizing they could not avoid a fight, the Nilfgaardians stopped their wagons. One soldier remained with each cart. Okay. So, I mean, does my win condition have to do with points? Because if so, these are useless cards, right? So is this. Okay, that's right, really. Some of our good cards here. Where's my, I do like having two of these. I do like having these together. I do like having one of these. Alright, let's just forget about Lyria Merlot then. No, no, no. Where's Reynard or Black Rayla or Gascon?
We must drive them into the ambush! Follow me!
Alright, so what's going on here? When this unit takes damage, move it one position to the right. So don't kill it. Mobile. So we can't just move them out of the way. Okay, I'm not really sure what happens here, but it seems like I want to ping the caravan to get it to the ambush. I want to push the caravan into the ambush. Seems weird. But I guess that's how we're flanking, right? So would I not just put some Stray's cavalry on them? Wait, he's helping me? No, that was this thing.
Sure took your time. Thought you'd forgotten about me. Now!
Oh, okay, so... I mean, I think I got it. I think I got it. I'm not entirely sure I got it. I'm just gonna kill these.
Ha!
Can't take it anymore.
I mean, were they all? Was it supposed to like show up here too? Like this seems like this isn't how it's supposed to work, right? This should be like in between these two things. Nothing I can really do about that, is there? Anyway. Well, in the order it's happening, it will work, I guess, yeah. Alright, well, this seems like just like...
We'll catch 'em all!
We'll just end up winning. What's up, Professor Murdoch? How you doing?
If the ring won't come off, just take the whole finger.
Wait. Next time an enemy uses its order ability, boost and giving this guy a lot of stuff here.
I smell a leak.
These guys are immobile, right? I should have lit up the other one. Pitfall Trap Plus. I'm just gonna use this because is it gonna have like the old Pitfall Trap effect, or is it just like on the board? People didn't like the old Pitfall Trap effect, by the way. But it's an artifact now. It should look like this. I actually always liked it. I always liked that effect. Am I an Aedirn now? I am. You misspoke on the podcast? Yeah, we're about like we did like the first like little bit of Aedirn. Now we're doing like the second little bit of the first like part of Aedirn. But after this, I'm gonna slow down on the streaming because I'm gonna have a lot of video content. I just want more borders, man. I just want more borders. At this point, I think we just win.
Off to the front yet again.
The chase is on!
Quiet, or the commissar will hear.
You'll never take me alive!
Yeah, let's just go nuts. Let's go nuts. I want to see more things like flying all over the place. Just own them. Let's just own them. Boom, boom, boom.
Ever have a storm knock out one of your team?
That's right. We got these OP cards. Hard mode, low morale. Hard mode, low morale.
Wait, you're serious?
Wait, you're serious? I missed value. Missed value. Gonna slow down on streaming and make more deck guides and YouTube vids. Oh, slow down on streaming Thronebreaker. But I actually might slow down on streaming because I do have to sacrifice.
Their plan ended in success.
I basically am playing 2 games
crushed.
right now. It's actually kind of crazy.
As soon as the dust had settled, Neve tore the canvas off the nearby wagons to see what precious loot they had so carefully guarded. She expected to find gold, jewels, or exquisite silks. Neve ordered the prisoners freed and discovered they were Aedirnian peasants on their way to dig canals and dredge swamps as forced laborers.
You are free. You can return to your homes.
The Queen said. If she expected words of thanks and gratitude, she was in for a disappointment.
Yeah, so Professor Murdoch, the only time I feel like I can actually play Gwent games is when I'm offline in the evening. And I feel like when I stream Gwent, I'm not playing very well at all because there's just so much going on that I don't know. And I'm actually like, I don't know, like I lose a bunch of games and memeing is weird. But I also would like to make more videos, and it's hard for me to do that when I'm doing like 1 to 2 streams, plus the podcast, plus doing Thronebreaker, plus cutting extra videos and trying to get every video live every day. In addition to actually doing stuff around the house, walking the dog, doing the laundry, cooking on some days, et cetera, et cetera. So like, there's a lot of balance right now. It's still very hard, but I think I'm doing a good job. I think I'm doing a good job, but I could be doing much better.
Asked one of the peasants, holding back tears.
Took our land, they did. Nothing we have now. Not a rag to wear, not a crumb to eat. Leave us, we die. Soldiers don't do us in, monsters will. us you when hunger and cold don't get us first.
The Queen was about to answer when she heard Gascon, standing behind her, whisper,
Before you make any rash promises, please, some maths. Dozens of hungry mouths to feed, and weak bodies to defend, twice as many tired legs to wait for, while war rages all around. You do realise you cannot save everyone.
Sorry, guys, we thought you were weapons and gold.
As you see, my numbers are few.
the Queen began. Hearing her tone, the former slaves knew all hope was lost. Seeing
Sorry,
the
Professor
despair on
Murdoch.
their faces,
We're going to be
Meade's
playing for like
voice
another half an
wavered
hour,
for
and then
a
I'm going to
moment.
probably play
An
some
hour?
Gwent after a break.
Our coffers are bare. I am sorry. We cannot help you.
Meave left food for the peasants freed from the Nilfgaardian wagons. She estimated it would last them 3 or 4 days. After that, they would be a problem that was not the Queen of Lyria's to solve.
I'm getting pretty good with Nilfgaard right now, though. I've got a Morvran deck that I really like. What I don't like is the fact that I feel like I need to use Morvran because he's pretty strong and he has more mulligans. Like, Calvet could use 1 more mulligan, or... I mean, his ability is too strong to give him 2 however to change, and his ability should be in the game. But I feel like Calvet, I'm playing like a traditional sort of tempo Nilfgaard Calvet build that runs like Tibor and Vilgefortz and just like has like really strong cards in it that just by the end of the game you're just really usually satisfied with your hand, and you can really push control with like an early Tibor. Because they like, what do they get off the top of their deck? Like an Elven Mercenary, or whatever, Blue Stripes Elite. Blue-Man Elite. So being able to like just like drop the huge play on
As
the
Meave
5th
neared
card.
Gatburg, her eyes were drawn at once to the black pennants flying over its palisades. Nilfgaard's pennants. Her scouts found the city's buildings intact, its streets unstained by blood. Black-clad soldiers could be seen guarding storehouses holding loot pillaged from nearby settlements. Curiously, these soldiers were very few in number.
The gates stand open. Clearly the Imperials expect no attack, giving us the element of surprise. We can take back the city and...
And make off with the gold.
Gascon finished.
Meave the Tyrant would absolutely attack.
Meave hated Nilfgaard and needed gold to maintain her army. 2 very good reasons to attack Gatburg. Her decision made, she ordered her men to prepare for battle. Now the invaders would have to try their
See, I
hand
feel like
at
most
defending.
people would have attacked Gatburg, though. I need to start making choices that are going
nothing!
against what I think people are going to do. Because, like, Tyrant Meave, like, that seems like... Now it feels like being a tyrant is, like, the correct thing that I should be doing. I should be doing, at all costs, improving my army. I think a lot of people are going to make those decisions. But I could have just said bypass Gatburg and saw what happened. Special rules, shorten battle. Looks like Treyharn. So it seems like attacking and killing stuff is going to be more important, so...
They feel at home here, the Nilfgaardians. Let's show them they're wrong.
Alright, so this is just a 1-rounder with special rules. Visiting ambassadors. This is probably, if you fought Treyharn or later, like, this is what he would look like, maybe.
Got any victuals? Hungry like a wolf, I am.
Oh. New orders? No? Ah!
Strength in it. Let's see what we got here. Crushing Trap. Strays Cavalry Plus. Ooh, that's good. It's a beauty, huh? 2 a turn?
Must be an important lesson in this. But what?
No signs of fighting. These Horsens must have opened the gates for the black lads.
Is it a trap? Are we being trapped? Is this a trap? Am I killing my own people? Of course I'm killing my own people. I'm gonna lose this fight on purpose and see what happens.
Order will triumph. It must triumph.
What the hell? 76 point immune Nilfgaardian Commandant. Okay, so I guess that's not. I guess that I did not expect that at all. I did not expect that. That was funny. The infiltrator would be very good though, right? Or a forager.
They feel at home here, the
What
Nilfgaardians.
the hell is that?
Let's show them they're wrong.
Why 76?
Got any victuals? Hungry like a wolf, are you?
I don't know. I got a feeling this whole Gatberg thing was like a trick, right?
Oh.
Lyrian Hadjuk, give one charge to adjacent units with order. Alright, well, we have a bomber. Strays bomber. Plus. So we just pitfall one and we strays bomber the other one, right? I don't think I even
Must be an
know this
important
music.
lesson in this.
This must be Gwent in-game
No
music.
signs of fighting. These Horsens must have opened the gates for the Black Lads.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, the Nilfgaardian Commandant, it's like, it won't show until like the very, very end, right? It's almost like to make you pass early or something, like they beg for mercy. Like, do they beg for mercy at the end and then it's like, boom, you lose? I feel like maybe that was supposed to get me in other ways as well.
Catch!
Oh!
I'll fight to my last breath.
Is this just like the Nilfgaard music? This might just be the Nilfgaard music. Because you hear the monsters music a lot.
Bigger they are, easier they are to target.
I'm gonna want this actually later. But I have Reynard in hand, right? So I can use her again. I mean, don't I just want the Strays Cavalry?
We'll catch them all! Race me to the great sun!
Ha!
Her Majesty knows what she's doing.
Unit on the right.
Shh. Target.
Oh shit, I damaged my own. Oh, because of the pitfall trap. No, I gotta be careful, don't I?
Now, how did that incantation go?
thing about slings, they hide well.
Whoa, what? Oh, whenever an ally is destroyed, this unit... Oh, this is like another way of I didn't even look at it. I didn't even look at it. I'll take the 30 points, but... Oh, wait, what? Oh, boss restraints. Boss restraints. Alright, well, I guess I'll just kill him the other way I was gonna kill him.
The chase is on!
Ha! Quiet. What else are we here?
Is this gonna be a close fight now?
You can try to win them all, but you won't.
There's no benefit for these. I mean, if let's say there's a row attack, then it'd be great if they were all in the same row. Let's also say that the row attack requires there to be space on the row, just in case the AI is going to plan.
Scheiß! In time!
Off to the front yet again.
Oh no! Damn. All right, let's learn how to read the cards, guys. Let's learn how to read the cards. We lose this fight twice. So points are absolutely important, so we just keep this here. This card sucks.
They feel at home here, the Nilfgaardians. Let's show them they're wrong.
Ha!
New orders? No?
Can't take any more.
Must be an important lesson in this. But what?
Beat him up. We'll just beat him up here. We are gonna kill so many Nilfgaardians.
Order will triumph. It must triumph.
No signs of fighting. These horses
No
must
signs
open
of fighting,
against
huh?
the black lads.
No signs of fighting, huh? Seems like there's like a slight sign of fighting.
Quick and painful this'll be.
Ha!
Shit, is it gonna kill this? I can save it. But I played already. It's that, it's okay if it dies, I think. Nope, they're just gonna... Oh, okay. That one died anyway. Nope. Yeah, this was...
Now, how did that incantation go?
All right, so we have damages by 2. What is it? To the unit on its left? I can only target a damaged unit though, right? So I guess this is the damaged unit now. I need to get this on somebody's left though.
The Commissar will hear. Company! Forward march! Oh! Rach! Scheiß! In
I'm not killing nearly enough things right now. I don't have an offensive enough. It's like all points from my side.
If anyone asks, you've not seen me.
Oh, the Alchemist Plus has Zeal. Well, this still works.
Off to the front yet again.
Why does he do this? Like, oh, strengthen all allies? Like, in...
The battle's won, Your Majesty. Oh.
Easy. So easy, I lost it once.
The Battle of Gatberg ended in Meave's victory, much to its inhabitants' displeasure. While she examined the Nilfgaardian storehouses, the city's mayor, an elderly gentleman with a walrus moustache, requested a private audience.
Your Grace, I am old. Kill me, you'll merely save my gout the trouble. So I'll be frank. You've but few men. You'll not spare a one to defend the city. When you ride off, the Imperials will retake Gatberg, peer into their looted storehouses, and seek revenge. You will be far off, while we shall be oh so terribly near.
The old man creaked down onto his knees and gripped the hem of the Queen's coat with knobby fingers.
Your Majesty, I beg you, leave the gold, or the streets of Gatberg will flow with the blood of our women and children.
Meave contemplated what to make of the fellow. Should he be praised for his forethought and concern for his townsmen, or condemned for cowardice and insolence? Black Rayla, however, had no such doubts.
Traitors all. Small wonder the town's untouched. Must have opened the gates wide for the southern scum. Now they want us to let them fill their pockets with plundered gold.
Okay. I feel like the weird thing to do would be leave the gold. Everything is pushing me to take the gold. Except for this guy crying, this guy I don't even know. Who cares about this? Who cares about this guy? Who is this guy? Right? So I think like probably most people took the gold here. And it would seem ridiculous, right? Like to leave it. So I'm going to leave it.
Meave stood before one of the chests, filled to the brim with gold. She slammed its lid
I just want to
shut
kill
with
those
a bang.
Nilfgaardians, right?
The gold stays.
I do that for fun.
Every coin.
She said.
In exchange, I wish you to promise when the moment arrives, when Nilfgaard is on the retreat, you will take up arms and stick them in their black-clad backs.
The old man stared for a long while into Meave's cold eyes, then merely nodded his head in silence.
He's a coward. He won't do anything. But that's going to be an interesting thing. It says one evil. It's always one evil in favor of another, right? So I'm changing the story, right?
If we show them there's gold to be had, they could in turn show us mercy.
I mean, thinking the Nilfgaardians are going to show
there's
mercy
gold to
seems
be had,
like that's not going to happen.
They could in turn show
It
us
seems like
mercy.
there's no mercy that will be had here. I just want to know what happens. Because if I take the gold, I feel like it's just like, I get gold, and whoa, there's a wraith here. Ah, yes, I can't wait to see cards like this in the game. I don't know what it is about the Spectres. I just feel like they did the Spectres right. It's so right in Witcher. And like, if the next expansion, I know the next expansion is probably going to end up being vampires because they've talked about it so much. But if they add in wraiths soon, I mean, they obviously haven't added in any wraith, like not a single Spectre or anything. I think these cards are getting boring and I'm going to change them. Because they just get big points, get more big points. And this is like actually a fun card. I would like a War Wagon if I'm running this stuff here. At least one War Wagon. Damn, I'm getting all cards that I want. There we go. Yeah, look at this guy. All right. Barghest. Look at this stuff. These are like, oh man, there could be like a whole Spectre expansion for monsters, right? Night Wraith. The Night Wraith. Every 3 turns on turn start, haunt the highest non-haunted enemy. And move it to the other row. Every turn start, on turn start, damage all haunted units by 1. Okay. Well, then I want to put the War Wagon out so he can start haunting the dudes I want to die anyway. The Barghest. Whenever a haunt timer expires, spawn a base copy of itself. Cool.
Got any victuals?
Cool. This is like new stuff right here. Barghest isn't in Gwent. Night Wraith, Noon Wraith, Spectres of any kind. The Nilfgaardian Ghost isn't in Gwent. Basically anything you would need to use Aedirn on. Like that would be a really cool like effect that all wraiths had, is that all their health was actually boosted health. So like Aedirn would be like specifically strong against them. I don't know if that mechanically will make sense, but okay. So this is haunted right now? Okay. Well, I have Gascon on my hand, right? So.
One man's battlefield is another man's ripe patch for harvest.
Just gonna remove that. Seems like a constant threat. Yo, just give me a wraith leader. Like, just let me be this guy. It's so awesome. It's got the gravestone taped to the tied up to the back and stuff. The way they always hold lanterns and swords, they float around with the fucking candles on their head. It's so good. So good. I mean, I don't really understand thematically why they'd be in robes and have candles on their head, but like the gravestone tied to their back, that's kind of like very like old school mythos stuff. Like, of course, they have to carry the graves on their back so they remember the burdens of life. I love it. All of these suck. All of these suck. Thanks, Alpha Onion Soup, for nothing. You know what? I should play the... Now, what happens is I should play the blacksmith so I can keep playing Onion Soup. That's what I want. I want to make the Onion Soup army. I will be the Onion Knight. Lore-friendly mechanics? Yeah. A lot of the mechanics in this game are lore-friendly right now. I don't like the Alchemist. Boring card. Gonna have to replace it with something more fun.
You'll never take me alive.
I was expecting nothing but Scoia'tael fights on this map. The Scoia'tael hating Aedirn King Demovan.
We'll catch 'em all! The chase is on!
We'll catch 'em all. Doesn't say the Black Rail is haunted. It says that the Stray's Calvary is haunted. Sometimes, like, I think that the tags, I like that the tag shows up here haunted and the tag is a different color. That's great. But, like, Maelorn deserves a tag for being targeted and tracked, and Rayla doesn't have the tag. Look at this, Wraith. Oh, you can't really see it because of this weird... This thing should never be in the card preview, personally. That's what I think. Doesn't matter how many cards I have. I'm looking at the art close up. For 3 turns, on turn start, haunt and damage an enemy by 1 for the first turn. Increase that damage. Is it a timer? So it just goes, she just does it 3 times and it's over. Seems like a fine card to want to kill.
I smell a leak.
So, like, the haunting is supposed to be like attrition that we can't handle over time.
You mad? Don't shake that!
I smell a leak. This haunting is getting a little out of control, wouldn't you say?
Hey?
Damn it! Why don't you just burn? I do like setting the whole board on fire and just moving things in and out of the fire. It's, like this is great.
Ever have a storm?
I don't even care that I'm triggering some of these. Like, this is like...
Have it the white of an eye from half a
boom,
league
boom.
away.
I just kill everything. Right? Don't even need to use Neve's ability. I mean, sure, I'm taking like lots of damage from the haunting, but... seems like there's nothing to worry about.
Bigger they are, easier they are to target.
Oh, it'll shoot after. Guys, I think I might be okay here. Might be okay. I do like this. I do like this though. Marcus Ford, surprise. So the surprise cards at the end do surprise me. But this is the same Marcus Port from Act 1. It's not doing anything different.
Nothing personal, I assure you.
Whoa, what is this? Noon Wraith. Refresh all haunt rate. Ah, it didn't even give me a chance to see it. Oh, and man, it's got the death animation and everything. Oh, God, it's so good. There's so much in this game. Like, we will not want... No, I'm playing low morale, hard mode. The council decided to yield Gatberg without conflict, as we could not repel the enemy. This proved reasonable and safe. However, I voted against the resolution. I was the only one to do so. I did not agree with it. I do not agree with cowardice and collaboration. I do not agree with treason. I never will. Whose letter is that? But whose letter is that? Nilf Guardian oh, this is a different one here. As ordered, 30 live Nordlings. These are the guys that we just didn't care about, those slaves. Where is the thing? So where's the, here it is. So who wrote it? Farewell letter. Did I miss it? Has too much time gone by in my streamer's mind? Have I lost memory? Ooh, chest. Give me a border. Come on, give me a border. Yes! Oh, it's the scepter. It's the Aedirnian scepter border. Oh, I love this one. I've seen it in game. Oh, I'm so happy I found that. How we doing? How we doing? Let's just send out the scouts and see what we've missed. Looks like we've missed nothing. This is a merchant again. We can head back in here and finish this area and head on to the next main quest area before we tidy up this playthrough of Thronebreaker and we take a quick break. Fight night tomorrow? Yeah? Yes, there will be. And if I hit a sub goal tomorrow morning, it may be it'll be a de-bearding. Because I have to shave my beard anyway, but you can choose the fate of my beard if I hit my goal. You, not you specifically. But maybe you specifically if you beat me in battle. I'm getting pretty good though. I'm figuring out all my newbie mistakes, slowly but surely. It's just taking me a while. It's taking me longer than I thought it would take. The inhabitants of this dwelling gave shelter to a wounded Nilfgaardian. The soldiers are outraged. I mean, this is going to give me a morale boost, but of course we're going to kill the Nilfgaardian, right? Kill the Nilfgaardian. Just you gotta teach him a lesson.
You hear? Gatburg opened its gates to the Black Lads. Surrendered without a fight. They take the young and strong as slaves. Leave the elders to starve and wane. Elves and dwarves, dirty non-humans, took sides with Nilfgaard. Then of a sudden, hit us from the back.
Is that the Vryad, or is that a different war? The Vryad Brigade.
You hear?
The elves that were siding with Nilfgaard.
Was here just a week past. That was a mill. An inn. Out more than ashes now.
And of the people, not a trace. Not even the bodies.
Little puzzle over here. Oh, the fire on the map here, where there's actually fire, is it's a nice touch, right? Little nice design touches. Beautiful. The elderly people that are crying and wanting because they are of no use to the Empire as everything burns. Just, I love that little bit there. Oh, fire elemental. Monster puzzles. Place both elementals on the same row and make their power equal. Oh wow. Quite a disparity. After 2 turns on turn start, absorb the fire on the opposite row and double this unit's power. Whenever this unit takes damage, move to the other row. After 2 turns on turn start, spawn fire on the opposite row and then halve this unit's power. Whenever this unit takes damage, move it to the other row. Okay, this is some pretty mathy stuff right here. So, us getting burned doesn't matter, right? All we do is use our units. We don't know what the Blitz unit is. We don't know what the top unit is, but we can maybe assume it's one of these. Return an ally. So wouldn't I need to replay this, right? Do I actually need all of these turns? I'm just gonna see what they do by themselves.
Right, left, right. Again and again and again.
So this goes to 6 and this goes to 8. So if I ping it once. Oh, but they have to be on the same row. Yeah, they have to be on the same row, right?
I'm a well said.
But I'm close, right?
Army's a waste of time for one like me.
I mean, at any given time. So right now, if I shoot... Oh, shit, I can't shoot for just... Oh, this needed to go on the other row, and then I could have won right here if this was on the other row. This is going to shoot for... Well, I just shoot my own unit, right? Okay, now?
One bullet's all I need.
Inaction and proved to be correct. Ooh, Dasbach stone. What might that do? Damage a unit by 1. Use this ability 8 times. Well, with Broadsword, that's actually quite good. So Elfin Onion Soup I want. Lyrian Merlot I don't want. Mardrome Bear I don't want. Dasbog Runestone I do want. And... like, anything with Restraint on it seems like I don't want to use it. I mean, Lyrian Horn is just like, seems like it's auto-win. But then again, I don't have to have the, So I want that blacksmith that teaches me to, I want that blacksmith that teaches me how to, replay the trinket after all. Just gotta take a quick bathroom break, though, my friends. I'll be right back. Alright, guys. Drinking a lot of water today. It just creeps up on you. It's like you cannot do or do anything. Can't think about anything. Let's see. I wanted to do the that blacksmith. Right, the blacksmith? This guy here. Oh, this tree has everything I want. I'm not even paying attention. I just want this. What am I low on? Okay, show me. 2,500 wood. Well, I know where I'm going to get that wood. I know where I'm going to get some wood. Wait, hold on. I should loot this area first before I fast travel out of here. I did just finish a fight. Your Majesty, reconnaissance has confirmed eyewitness reports elemental equilibrium near places of power. Winds howling. Place of power. Gotta be. Pendants humming. Very cool. Alright, let's go and get... Looks like there's nothing else over here for now, so let's actually go back to the merchant here to get extra wood, because I think I get enough that like the next loot pickup allows me to build those units. And then we can start building a more fun deck. That's what I'm thinking. I feel like my deck isn't... I don't need to build power, and I feel like it's like, you know, like Call of Duty they give you the best gun in the first gun they give you is the best gun, and then you unlock like different kind of like more fun guns, challenging guns, like guns with special, you know, different ways of firing. But really, the best one is the first one they give you. That's kind of how this game feels. But I feel like I am very inspired to build within what they have given me. But I will. Now, I think I will do that building. Gascon support units and Reynard support units. It's interesting how they proposed that. Wait, what am I still low? Oh, I'm still just under. Just under. We're gonna do this next cluster map here, and then that'll be the playthrough, I think, for the day. And I'm gonna have to take a lunch break, but I'm gonna come back and play some Gwen. Just a bit. I had a short stream yesterday. I didn't intend to. And I do want to play some Gwen. Or I'll cut the stream and come back for some Gwen. Wait, am I going the right way? Am I missing it? I feel like I'm blocked off by fences here. I am blocked off by fences. Do I have to? Oh, I have to go through like the burning area the way it's. We talked to these people. Right?
They take the young and strong as slaves, leave the elders to starve and win.
Oh, I have to actually. The way I was going was the way that the game was making me go through. So that's good. You should have to go through this area. It's beautiful, and it's carnage. The fire that burns eternally in video games. It's such a
Look
very.
to the high road. The earth furrowed by wheels, hooves. The Black Clouds went at Rosberg with all their strength. An ominous sign.
For Nilfgaard, I'd say. The fortress boasts 2 new towers, a deeper moat, gate of wrought iron. It cannot be taken.
The usage of like eternal burning fire in video games allows you to create these really cool atmospheres in like digital spaces where fire is always like there's always a glow of fire, because the impermanence of fire, the fact that you have to work at a bonfire and appreciate it, it's that's the appeal of that. But in a video game world, you can surround yourself with it and you don't have to worry about like the physics of it. If that makes any sense at all. It's not the physics of it, but not the physics. Ooh, a lock chest. Standard battle here against Neckers are fairly intelligent creatures. What about the people who play them? The latter. Haha. Old Gwent joke. No thought to closing the gates. Silly monsters. Let's go. Just need a little bit more wood and I can build this new deck. I want to do at least one fight with it before the playthrough's over, because I don't want to wait until Tuesday. War wagon, please. Don't know how much I'm going to care about movement, but Dazbog Runestone's going to be awesome with Broadsword. Like, Dazbog Runestone and Broadsword is probably going to win me so many games. It's going to win me so many games outright. So this is just another monster fight. Just another random encounter, kind of. We're just going to sheerly dominate these guys. Sheer domo.
The chase is on!
The gate wasn't secure. Unseen Elder, you let us down. It's got a fun unit here. What do we have? Wagenberg plus. This guy can be used right away. Stray Slinger plus. Damage any units moved by 4. I'm just gonna go where simple seems like the best here. Boom! Devastating. They are devastated. Oh, they are devastated.
can try to win them all, but you won't.
Enough chit-chat. Draw your weapon.
Did I play the card already? My hand's lit up. Oh, I've already committed to this. I've committed to this. Okay, shit. Well, it's fine. I have Reinhardt in my hand.
Bigger they are, easier they are to target.
If the ring won't come off, just take the whole finger.
On any row you want, guys. Any row. Well, I guess it just... I mean, it's interesting. If you cast... It should work like this. And Gwen, if you cast fog on a row with already on fog, it should just add the number to the fog tick, right? So like if it's add 3, it should add 4 more. That seems like that would make sense, especially with the row restriction. I think weather is... I think as a control counter, I think maybe weather is an answer because it only goes away when it actually ticks. I actually think it's an answer to weather both rows, and we haven't figured that out yet. I'm going to try that. It's hard, though, because the weather is expensive, and tutoring it means, like, Triss. That's the only thing you have is Triss to do it. What's going on here? What are we doing?
Thing about slings, they hide well.
Knock him out, knock him out. Can I get one ping on them? Nah. I think even maybe like the fun builds are going to be too strong. I feel like even fun builds are going to be really strong. Do they add to the counter?
Her Majesty knows what she's doing.
DM.
Wait, you're serious?
These cards are just like so strong. I feel like to make this like really challenging, I would have to take out almost every card. Like how can we make these games closer, like, and still like not like really hurt ourselves? How do we make these games a little closer? I mean, some of the fights are actually kind of close because like it really ramps up at the end. Like here, the Grave Hag. Every 2 turns on turn start. It's the old Necrorat ability, like the original on release. Top unit from your graveyard? There's nothing in your graveyard. Nothing in your graveyard, my dude. I still don't trust it. I feel like there's some other thing that could be coming to actually get me. This card is just bonkers, right? Like, the Commander's Horn card is dumb. Like, if they wanted to redo Thronebreaker, they would have to make that, like, just give it a different effect. Like, give it an effect, like, make the effects, like, super, I don't know, they should make it a fun hard mode. Like, it should be like, it's hard mode, but it's even crazier. Like, if they could do that somehow without spending a million years on trying to figure that out, it'd be so awesome. Like, every card was like 100 points, and you needed to, like, be really good at math fast. I don't know if that would be, how hard that would be. It would be hard, I guess, if you had to be good at math very fast. Oh wait, so do we have the loot now, so we can craft the workshop? No, we're still 25 wood short. There it is, probably. We gotta find that key. Alright. Watch, my next story decision is gonna be like, I just need 1 plank of wood! And I have 0 planks of wood. Also, I'm not going to be able to build very many units right away because I probably need wood to build these war wagons, or to build these war wagon pluses. But all my war wagons are automatically war wagon pluses now. So do I have extra war wagons? I mean, I'm just trying to think of the cards that I want to play like twice with the blacksmith when I can build him. I'll think about it. Lyrian Horn, I feel like, is just like, it seems like the power level that I'm like envisioning in the game seems like, how could I possibly ever lose a fight where the rules are fair? How could I possibly lose a fight? If I can play 2 Lyrian Horns. 2 Lyrian Horns in the fights where I need, like, a ton of points, or 2 Elf and Onion Soups in every other game where I just want to, like, meme, I guess, and see what I can make. I don't think I'll play any other deck. What's in the chest? Ooh, Premium Gascon. It's great for my collection. You'll never see it in the gameplay. All right, big event right here, my friends. Let's see it. See where it leaves us.
What happened here?
Oh wait, what? Was this supposed to be?
Sadly, it was Rayla who met with surprise. 100-yard gap gaped in the unbreachable walls of Rosberg. The fortress itself was aflame, spewing black smoke into the sky.
I don't... How? It can't be!
There was no time to consider her question, for Nilfgaardian scouts had spotted Meave's company. The Queen knew battle was inevitable, so she gave the signal to form a defensive line, then drew her blade.
Yeah, these officers returning to their homes and finding them destroyed. I feel like this has happened now twice. This is going to be a big fight, I bet. Story battle with special rules and a shortened battle at that. Prevent the scouts from calling reinforcements. The Battle of Rosberg. Beavers will ask you to build wood. Ask you for wood to build the dam to protect their nation from the Nilfgaardians. Ah, Voldemort, I got it. I'm the beaver in this situation, right? I didn't get a chance to build any of my blacksmiths. Black Rail is all I need, because once you have Black Rail, you have everything. You have Gascon later with Reynard. You play Black Rayla, and then Reynard comes out, and then Black Rayla, and then Gascon. Like, again, how can I possibly lose? So after 4 turns on turn start, summon reserve units. Death Wish, increase their timer by 2. Every turn. Okay, hold on. So the scout, every 4 turns on turn start, draw a card if you're losing. Seems balanced. For 4 turns on turn start, summon reserve units. Every turn on turn start, reduce timer by 1. When the timer expires, draw cards until your hand is full. So what's stopping me right now from just killing all the scouts? Like, what happens if this happens?
Now, how did that incantation go?
I mean, is the idea that I have to run him out of cards, and the way I run him out of cards is by never be losing, never be winning, and never allowing. But he got this already, right? So it doesn't matter if I play nothing here. Or is it just like, we'll figure this out. We'll see how this goes. But I kind of want to prevent him from drawing cards. Consider. So I will. I don't know how you guys feel about playing this way.
Yep.
Quiet! The commissar will hear.
Bloody Horsens. They'll pay for this.
Scheiß! In! Zwei!
Enough chit-chat. Draw your weapon.
Off to the front yet again.
Gascon's pretty weak right now, so.
Nothing personal, I assure you.
I just want to play this. Oh, it's an order. Oh, okay. That's good. I can set this up.
I refuse to believe it. The king could not have died here.
Bigger they are, easier they are to target.
Scheiß! In! Zwei!
Discipline shall bring us victory.
Hold on a second. Do I have to stay behind him, though, right? At this moment? Oh shit. Did I already... Oh, did I already select it? Did I do it again? I did do it. Okay, so what do I have that, like, pings a reasonable amount? Yeah, I think we're fine, right?
Thing about slings, they hide well.
I'm just trying to think about the best way I can get a good Rivian longsword out. I don't think that I do. I don't think I have one. I just don't do that. Doesn't really matter then. So yeah, it just never draws cards. It has to pass, and then I just end the turn. Wait, what? Oh, it can't do anything.
Watch for Demoven's banners! If he's here, we must find him!
So many cool battles ruined by having OP cards. Well, I think the whole point was to give us OP cards, so we, like...
The Lyrians met one note of luck in this song of woe. Rosberg had fallen, yes, but the Nilfgaardians, not expecting reinforcements from the south, had stationed only a small detachment to hold it. Meve led her men to victory and retook the fortress.
Nice.
Or rather, what was left of it. What they did not demolish during their assault, the Nilfgaardians burnt once inside the city. Countless charred corpses of both defenders and peasants seeking shelter from the invaders lay among the blackened ruins. Some had tried to shield their children from the fire with their own bodies. To no avail.
Gods be damned!
The queen cried, pounding her fist against the wall.
I think a little less OP would have been nice. You won one battle 750 to 3.
Neve was about to give the order to move on when she caught a stifled whimper coming from a pile of rubble. Her soldiers ran to the rescue, their bare hands digging through the fiery bricks.
Here! He's alive!
The man they pulled from the ruins had suffered horrible burns. His face was a stew of seared flesh and pus-filled boils, and he reeked of burnt meat. Seeing Black Rayla, the poor soul staggered to his feet and lifted a shaking hand in salute.
Is this Xavier with his burned face?
Engineer,
It
Lieutenant Xavier Lemons, reporting for duty.
Medic! Send for a medic!
Lemons! What the devil's happened?
I know not. The East Tower. I led the defense. Heating oil to tan Nilfgaardian hides. A catapult struck. The cauldron tipped.
Oh, God.
Burst into flames. The rest, I cannot say.
The fortress fell.
Fell? Damned Scoia'tael.
What was that?
Scoia'tael.
Our preparations were perfect. A month, 2 we could have lasted, but traitors were among us. Elves, dwarves. Planted charges on the buttresses. An explosion shook the tower, a hole gaped in the wall. Our men threw themselves in, filling the breach.
Vermin, filthy, rotten vermin.
I know you suffer, soldier, but Queen Meve wishes to meet with your sovereign, Demoven. We must know what's become of him.
Gone, luckily. He oversaw the preparations and then returned to Aldersburg. 3 days past.
Then let us do the same. Reynard, prepare our departure.
Hold your grace. Did anyone survive? Anyone at all?
I mean... Let go of your past life, my friend. You are now awakened again as a Forsaken, so don't worry about it.
No.
No one's
There were
left.
no other survivors.
How could they? An entire detachment? An entire city? The animals.
Oh, these are the slaves that I left. Oh, it's gonna come back and haunt me. It's gonna come back and haunt me. These are the slaves I left out in the woods.
Soldier.
I'm lying to the
my
guy.
medics will tend to you as best they can. Then we can escort you home if...
This is my home, your grace. Rosberg. I beg you, Let me join your company. Let me exact revenge.
I respect your fighting spirit, good man. But in your state...
Your Grace, I can hold neither shield nor sword, but I can still fight in my own way. I'm an engineer. I build siege towers, ballistae, bridges, whatever you wish. I pray, grant me a chance.
Such pain, such ferocity resounded in Xavier's rasping, distorted voice that Meve could not refuse his plea. Once the medics had bandaged his wounds, Meve's men set out towards Aldersburg, following Demavend and the Nilfgaardians. At one point in their journey, Black Rayla rode up next to Meve. The warrior's lips were a thin line, bitten to blood.
He looks a lot better in his card art than he does in his comic look art.
Milady, the road to Aldersburg leads through Moulderwood.
I thought he was like a
where
gravekeeper by
Eldain
his ability.
Scoia'tael prowl. Same filth who killed my men and delivered Rosberg to the Black Butchers.
Rayla breathed deeply to steady her furious, shaking voice.
Please, milady, I ask you upon the holies, let us find them and destroy them.
Meve gave a slight nod. It seemed the road to Aldersburg would prove long and full of challenges.
Big money. Just making sure. So, there was nothing here. Well, there is something just right down here, I guess. I'll grab that. And then I'll check my war camp one last
A
time.
pity Willem is not with us. Were he to see what lies before our eyes, caught a whiff of the burnt bodies, perhaps he would see with whom he now consorts, whom he allowed in our home with nary a fight.
If it be your majesty's wish, I shall send a rider to the prince with her.
I wish nothing of the sort. I will not correspond with the enemy.
All right, let's take a quick look at the war camp, because I want to do that stuff, right? I want to do that stuff. In the tent here. So, I want to play Elf and Onion Soup all the time, and Lyrian Horn to like win every game, right? So the proud-looking Lyrian Blacksmith, I think it's a pretty good card. So we'll add that guy in. I think the Foragers work well with the War Wagon. I don't have any Arbalest though. Can I craft the Arbalest Plus? I can, right? I only take 3 provisions. Good God. The Alchemist is lame. So I could add one card that's like really expensive here. Oh, Xavier. Choose a card with an order and give it 1 charge. Do this twice? It's busted, right? Pitfall Trap. I do like Pitfall Trap if I'm looking to put more high provision stuff in here. Yo, my army is oh, it's Thrace Infiltrator is pretty lame. Yeah, let's run Pitfall Trap. Oop, I can just I'm just underfunded. Just underfunded. I don't like any of these cards right now. I'll just put in a bunch of these guys. Alright. until I can get a little bit more wood and stuff. Anyway, there's lots of stuff to see and do, and we'll do it all next time we play Thronebreaker on Tuesday, live at 10 a.m. here in the Eastern Standard Time Zone. I will start uploading the Thronebreaker clips that I have done this week up to YouTube. And we have probably like 5 clips altogether. That's 5 days of uploads, so Twitch will start to be much ahead, but I think that's how it works with YouTube and Twitch. You gotta wait for the episodes on YouTube, right? By the way, McBearded, have you finished Divinity 2? No, it's a long game, and I do focus on almost one game, and this feels like I'm already focusing on a second game. So it's a little tougher now. But anyway, that'll do it for today's Thronebreaker stream. We streamed a nice, tidy 3 hours, actually. If I play Gwent, I'll fire up another stream. But it is Thursday today, so I won't be playing Gwent later. It's podcast day with Shin Miri. It's going to be on podcast episode 97. We're going to talk about just our first week of Gwent, all the different phases we've gone through about playing the game and learning the new mechanics and what that means, and our favorite competitive decks, and perhaps the future of maybe the balancing pass, what we might expect, what we might think is intended by the devs. It's like a nice, hearty, organic conversation with Shinmir. I'm looking forward to it. But I got to write some questions down and send them his way so we can think about it too. So for now, I'll be out. See you guys later for the podcast. And have a great day. Good luck on the path, my friends.